All right, hello and welcome to the Golden Drop for today. It's February 6th, and we're going to talk today about breathe. If you're like me, you've been breathing since you were born, and if you're not, you're dead, so you're not here anyway. So the product we're going to talk about is from doTERRA. It's called Breathe. It's a blend, and it has several oils in it that help to basically calm the respiratory system, help to maintain clear airways, and we want to just kind of review that a little bit today. This is a 15 milliliter bottle of the blend itself, and so you have the more concentrated form, I guess I would say, with this blend in here. And so you can use this to put on your feet, or directly put on your hands and breathe it in. You know, you can put it on and directly put it up to your airways and breathe it in that way. It's a really effective way to apply the Breathe oil to help you in cases when you might need it. You also can put it on your chest, and it can kind of have the vapor come up and assist you that way. So that's a couple of the ways. You know, if you have sensitive skin, you might want to be careful with that. That's true with children especially. So actually, there's another way to do this. You can dilute Breathe if you want by yourself to put it in a cream, or you can put it in a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil. But what's convenient is doTERRA has actually already done this for us. They've brought out this roller bottle version that is called the Breathe Touch, and I am going to take this sticker off of here and open this up so you can see the roller bottle. So that's the way that looks. So what you can do then is just apply that directly on your skin topically, either on your chest or somewhere around your breathing passages, and you can also put it again on your feet. Now, why would you want to put it on your feet since you're breathing up top and your feet are down bottom? Well, because it goes into your circulatory system and it gets there anyway. So that might actually be a good, effective way to apply it if you have small children. Then you don't have to be so concerned about the sensitivity of their skin, especially around their face or their neck. And that's actually another one of the benefits of the Breathe Touch, in fact, is the fact that it's diluted already, and you don't have to worry so much about skin sensitivity. So then there's another way to do this. If you don't want to deal with the liquid, doTERRA actually has provided us with a vapor stick form where you can put this, again, probably on your chest or somewhere else. It doesn't leave a sticky residue. It actually works out really nicely, but it provides you the same benefits of relaxation to your respiratory system and a calming and a cooling sensation. So actually, not only just for breathing, but sometimes people will use Breathe for bedtime routine to calm yourself down and just kind of relax for the day, you know, and go to bed. But basically, Breathe is targeted at those times when we have seasonal or environmental threats that come about and affect our respiratory system. And so, you know, what we're here to do in the Golden Drop is just share these things and talk about experiences that we have. And today, with the focus on Breathe, I guess what I would say is I honestly don't have a lot of direct experiences using it. Maybe I should use it more. I've used it a few times and it has helped a little bit. You know, I've when I've had some maybe things that like irritation in my respiratory system. But I'd like to hear from those that are on the call today what experiences you might have had with Breathe yourselves. Does anybody have anything to add to that?
Jason, excuse me, when I use it on my kids, I do it on their chest and their back at the same time. So I just put a little in my hands and have them lift up their shirts, and I do the front and back at the same time. And I also mix it with a little bit of lime and Siberian fir, and it's lovely.
Yeah, that's another thing that people can do is add this with, it's good with citrus. You mentioned lime. Another one is orange. It actually blends well with citrus. And you mentioned white fir, Siberian fir.
Siberian fir.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. It's a unique blend because it has peppermint and eucalyptus and melaleuca, but it also has ravensara and laurel leaf in it, as well as lemon. So another thing I want to point out is that when you use Breathe topically in an area where you're going to get sun exposure, you should be aware that there is a citrus oil in it, and you want to minimize the exposure you're going to get for a while after. What doTERRA recommends is to wait 12 hours before you go into direct ultraviolet light. That's probably conservative, but it's a guideline.
Jason, in our house, with my athlete, Blake, he always diffuses it. So after his workouts and that kind of stuff, he goes to sleep with Breathe to keep the airways open. So that's what he does.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay. Thanks for sharing that.
I am not personally a runner, I was going to say, but I should be, maybe. But just the same, I'm not. And but I do have several friends that do run half marathons, and they run with groups and whatever. They're always out running. And a lot of them use the Breathe, like they do a drop in their hand, and then just kind of inhale it from their cupped hands. They take big deep breaths of it before they go for a big run, because it just helps to get the oxygen, flowing where it's supposed to be. It opens up their airways and helps get the oxygen everywhere, especially to their muscles whenever they're trying to do a long run. So that's just a proxy tip that I have.
Yeah, oh, that's great. Thanks for passing that along. Does anybody else have anything? To me, this seems like a pretty straightforward one. If you haven't tried it, it's an opportunity for you to think about trying it and how you might apply it. It's, again, good for when those seasonal threats come and things like that. But we've had 2 examples already today of athletes using it, and I think that's also informative. Does anybody have any questions that we might want to field before we wrap up? Okay. All right. Well, Andrea, you're going to get to make dinner here for your family quicker than you thought, maybe. Looks like. That's a bonus. All right. I guess we're done. Thanks for being here, everybody. And remember to think about how Breathe might help you and your family.
Thank you. Have a good night.